All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha Kodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And, Lord willing, this will be fairly brief. I was just, saw I started to watch a video. In most cases, it's like that, right? You start watching a video before you can get through into it, the spirit jumps on you, depending on what the video is going into. But actually, two videos. So the first one was a short clip that was put up by the elder brother Amawanga Bar, and it was dealing with basically I think the FBI and Congress both coming out and basically alerting that the U.S. should watch their infrastructure very carefully, as they're expecting an onslaught of cyber attacks from Iran because of the whole Israel situation that's going on over there. Okay, and so pretty much this isn't anything new. All right, this is something that they've been saying for a long time, but now it's looking like it's really just a matter of time before things go down. Now, something to keep in mind with all this is that the U.S. infrastructure, as we've said time and time again, is heavily dependent on like tightly coupled systems. So your water, your electricity, gas, all of those things, they're all tied together. So if, for example, the grid, or if they were to do a cyber attack that dangerous that it affected the grid, guess what? That's affecting your water supply as well. And clean water is something that's taken for granted far too much, because clean water, you use it, pretty much every day, and you use it so much, it's subconscious to you. But without that, you would see how bad things could really get. Anyway, the other video that I started to watch was by the elder Tazwa, Stay in the Spirit 144, and I believe it was going into an article of these companies, these brain implant companies that are basically saying that are forming a group to support or make it normal, to normalize these implants, okay, so that it will be more accepted to the public as it becomes more more mainstream, okay, as the because if you've noticed, it's not like the world is not staying in in the Stone Age, while this one thing is just getting more and more technologically advanced, so to where people are looking at it like this is this holy grail type joint. The world in itself, it's moving very rapidly in the digital direction. Everything is being digitalized. Okay, from the way you even go grocery. How many people and how often do people actually go grocery shopping like they used to? Now everything is online. You order, or even if it's just like a store right 5 minutes away from you. You don't want to step outside, you can just place an order online. Go into an app, a few taps or a few clicks, and boom, your grocery shopping is done for you. So now you don't even have to, you can go to work without even leaving your house. You see, so everything has become, is moving towards that digital age. So as things get more digital and that becomes more normalized, they are pushing to where people become okay. Now, I haven't watched the full video. I haven't seen the full article to see, what specific points are brought out. But you can infer based on that headline that the goal is to make this more normal and widely accepted. And one surefire way that they usually do these things is by what? Pushing the health aspect. Oh, this you can cure or help people that have this health issue or that health issue, or so on and so forth. Things that we couldn't do before have now become a reality for us. Like these kinds of things that they push. Okay, and the scriptures tell us, right, that 2 Corinthians 2:11, right? Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we know and understand very well what the intentions of this devil is, and it's going to be a mix of deception and chaos, because through fear you gain control. When people are afraid, all right, they're more easily manipulated. One example is the story of the Central Park Five. They were young and they were being interrogated, and the tactics that were used were really fear tactics in order to manipulate them to say, and confess to something they didn't do. Okay, but that's once again the crippling effects of fear. So coupling fear and deception, they're gonna pretty much unleash hell upon the people. And the point is, as we're gonna keep on reiterating, pursuant to Revelation 12:12, right? The devil is gonna come down onto you having great wrath. Why? Because he knows that he has but a short time. The they're gonna make things so bad, make people so desperate that you are going to come to them for their solution. Okay, and because they tailor the problems to where the once that problem is in full effect, the only or main or only other way to get out of it is by whatever they're proposing to you. Here's one example that's very plain and obvious. Change the whole financial system, make it all digital. Eventually, like, eradicate the acceptance of cash and make it to where people have to have some form of a digital wallet. And then slowly but surely start pointing it towards the direction of, the micro CHIP. And guess what happens? You do that, people are going to come to you for the CHIP, right? Because, well, how are they going to pay their bills? How are they going to shop? How are they going to work? How are they going to do any of those things? They need to take the solution that they once said they didn't want to do, or they weren't going to do, because of, whatever it is that they felt at the time. But nah, I'm not down with that. Nah, that's weird. I ain't letting them do that to me. Well, it only takes, everybody, as they say, has a price. It just takes a little bit of convincing, and before you know it, they got you, right? Gotcha. So, pretty much that's what's going on. And if you're paying attention, like we always say, if you're paying attention, you can see the direction in which things are headed. Now, we've been warning and warning and warning, okay, about a potential cyber attack because of how dangerous and crippling it can be. And now the FBI themselves are telling you, the Congress themselves are telling you. Not too long ago, I think they gave either the Senate or, no, I think it was the Congress members satellite phones. Okay, why is that? Why would they see it fit to give them satellite phones? So clearly something is up. Okay, so that's why we got to keep our eyes open, man. As Yahushua said, watch as well as pray, because you know not when that time is going to be, and you don't want to get caught unawares. It's going to be a very, very traumatizing time. Look, people were losing it over 9/11, and you best believe whatever's going to happen next, 9/11, it's not even going to compare in the slightest bit, okay, to what's getting ready to happen. And the whole point of these lessons is to gear up your mind. We're not saying that, okay, the second you find out and realize and know that these things are going to happen, you automatically develop, like, I don't know, this like immunity, superpower, whatever. No, but what happens is your mind gets stronger. Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6, right? For wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. So your mind, the same way they conditioned you, like they did with the whole George Floyd situation, the whole Trayvon Martin, like when that whole situation first started, people were losing it. Oh my gosh, yo, they just killed this guy. But now it's normal. So the same way they condition you in one way to normalize things that are not normal, now women go out without clothes on and it's looked at as perfectly normal. The chick is literally outside, pretty much might as well be naked, and that's normal. That's normal to see. So people don't look at that like it's anything crazy, right? But or even like the things that the OnlyFans, like that's not something that's supposed to be normalized, but people, it's a normal thing. So if if they can condition your mind to these abnormal things to normalize sinful ways and an ungodly lifestyle, well, what do you think the truth does, right? Romans 12:2, be not conformed to this world, okay, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. proving that which is good and acceptable, right? Roughly paraphrasing. So transforming your mind, supping with Yahushai, so that when this time comes, you can be conditioned in the right way, okay, to where you're not losing your mind. People, that's one thing people underestimate, which is you actually may think that, yo, I got this. Yo, when this goes down, I'm gonna be good. It's gonna be crazy, but I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. That's not, sometimes what's a part of the shock for people when some disaster strikes and they start panicking, a part of the shock is they don't actually even expect that they were gonna react that way. Right? In their minds, they thought, no, the second this goes down, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and then the second it went down, they were crippled. They couldn't do anything. And the shock of realizing, damn, this is worse than I could even imagine. Like I imagined it would be bad, but in my imagination, I was better. I was good enough to make it, you know. But this shit in real life is far from my imagination. I'm crippled right now. I can't do anything right now. I'm in total fear. That's what's gonna be happening to people. And the second that fear sinks in, that is quickly followed up with irrational thought. People don't think rationally. And if you don't think rationally, you can't make proper decisions. And how interesting is it that in the time when you need to make the most crucial decisions of your life, you cannot think straight to make proper decisions? So a lot of people are going to get caught up, and a lot of people are not going to make it. Why? Because of this time of trouble that's coming. Okay? And the precursor, as we are warning you about, is what people are, going about in their day-to-day not paying attention to. So, I mean, that's okay, because when it happens, you're going to be forced to pay attention. But you might not like the attention that's going to be paid to you when this goes down. Anyway, like I said, check those videos out, and watch it. Look up the articles for yourself, read it, and see what's really in there, because hey, now it's to the point where the current events are prophesying for us. The current events themselves are showing you the things that we've been telling you about. All right, and our sources are all right there. So anyway, with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha Kodesh. And until next time, Shalom.